I'm back. Alrighty-o. Increase my FPS by going from ultra settings down to extreme to ultra, basically. Generally, it's been good. So we'll live with that. Oh. I know why my FPS is high. It's because I don't have V2 Studio yet. Should take some of my processing power away. Loading. There goes the FPS. Wait, what's going on? There it is. Actually, that's not where my FPS goes. Ultra is more than good enough. I say to myself. Although, maybe the driver I just installed should have removed the flickering lights in Horizon 5 though, which is nice. We knew it was a graphics issue and not a graphics setting issue. But this is some of the most broken software driver. It's not like the card's brand new. 50 series, you know? Especially the 5090, it's been out for a while now. Oh. Dang, I was looking forward to that. I was legitimately looking forward to that. Okay, now we know that I'm not fully CPU bound here. I got all the way up to the 190 FPS. That'd be hard capped if I was truly CPU bound, which I was before. Okay, yeah. Going down to ultra is good for me. I'm getting my full monitor FPS hertz now, so I'm happy. Got a couple GTRs, which we expect nowadays with newer players. Though these guys aren't very new. Oh my gosh, 3 GTRs. Okay. Probably all LS. Yep. You can already hear it. Luck is definitely in a... Oh, this guy's respectable. GTR without an LS. Respectable. That one's purist. Still got the RB in it. The GT R34 there. Respect. Respect. That's the way to do it. That guy's not very good with the sharp corners. Baka, welcome. Downhill I'm better. I think I'm more aerodynamic. How you doing? Welcome to this dram. My channel is growing. Slowly but surely, I guess. You say that. There'll be a lot of inactive subscribers though. Sure. It doesn't help my engagement. I should have 420 subs or something. Where am I at now? I haven't really been checking. Thank you. Appreciate you. We're refining it. I mean, the formula hasn't really changed, but we're just playing games, we're having fun. But that's what gaming's all about. I feel like people lose track of what gaming is about. It's all about having the fun. 142, let's go. 20 more. That's 20% more than I had. Is it 20? No, sorry, 5%. 10% would be 40. That's 5%. Vande Vatram. Hopefully I didn't Hopefully I didn't butcher your name too badly, but welcome to the tube stream, the YouTube stream. Hello. How are you doing this fine week? Week start off well? Clean racing, actually, like really clean racing. Oh, YouTube Studio doesn't like my new graphics card. Love from India. Thank you. Love from Canada as well. Instability on YouTube Studio. I'm back. I gotta just roll with the rotation on the brakes. And I've been in first, served in second. Nice playing. Thank you, thank you. Fratellosaur. Welcome to the Twitch stream. Hey, and thanks for the follow, my dude. Hope you enjoy the stream as much as I enjoy streaming it. Welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing this fine week? Everybody's having a good start to it. I had a decent Monday myself. Didn't do much work, but got to kind of tell my team at work what I did like last week, kind of updating. Which is good. They were pretty happy with what I found and stuff like that, which is always nice. Fundraise with good hairpins. Made the route yourself. Yeah, if you stick around to the end of the stream, so I might try it out. It's gonna be like at least an hour and a half, 2 hours from now. I don't want to be dropping from my playlist right now though. Unless I know is sad. Oh God. Odds are this guy's gonna miss his breaking point, by the way. Luck guy, he's not very good. Okay. Oh. Kind of forced him close, but that was good racing though. Oh wow, Luck actually didn't miss that braking zone. That's usually where it happens. Tight braking zone there. Dude's learning to brake early. Okay, we're seeing him evolve. Luck is evolving. Happening in front of our eyes. Oh, he hit the wall immediately there though. And he slowed. Okay. Spoke too soon. There was improvement though. All about continuous improvement, guys. Practice makes better. Let's not aim for perfect. Aim for better. That's why I don't really like that practice makes perfect thing. We rarely get it perfect. but practice definitely makes better though. Wait, actually, let me check something. Oh, Dante! Man, your sleep schedule is almost as bad as mine. More street racing, or well, not street racing, but more B class, I guess. I don't have anything great here. Let's go with this. Some live. Troubleshooting a bit. Alright, I forgot. I'm not supposed to be revving this engine out. Okay. Bugatti 08. That's Bugatti from Temu, bro. The name. This has got to be like a UI bug, right? It feels like they should fix like the... Actually, guess not. It depends on whether the IRL car also has this issue. Anybody know whether like in real life it's actually better to shift at 6.8 for this car rather than at the red line? Or is it a visual bug that the red line's at 8? Well, actually, it's probably a visual bug. I don't think WRXs ever rev up to 8. Okay, red line. I do not think that that is a thing. We're good. Good job. Thank you, thank you. Nice dub. Oh. I probably shouldn't be doing testing now. Alright. That was on me. That one's on me. Had a perfectly good lobby there too. What a waste. I was trying to do a memory test and I don't think that's... I think that interfered. Alright, we're back, we're back. Alright, we're back.
Welcome back, Master Chief.
Sorry about that, guys. Slight technical difficulty. Back at it, though. Poor network conditions, how? Alright. Okay. Let's see, hopefully this lobby isn't super try hard. need to get a bit of tune for that, by the way. One percent complete. I gotta wait a little bit. We're chilling. Excuse me. Could drive around while waiting, you know? I could, but I need to stay warm. I don't know. I'm currently looking at why VTube Studio keeps crashing, like it just did again. Wait, it didn't. Oh wait, no, we're good. We're good. Wonder if it's driver issues. Wait, I gotta process the last of the thing, actually. Alright, give me 1 second. Okay. Well, this means Steam is stuck on the... Okay. A lot of carnage in front. What the... Oh. Cool, we made it. Did on purpose. That was a handicap. Welcome, Jason. Oddly fast. And with clutch, yep. It is the fastest way to play Forza. As unrealistic as this flat foot shifting is. Drowning in PS5 people? Yeah, I wish, bro. Doesn't feel like it. A couple though, I'm pretty sure. No, Weld Mantis for sure is probably one of them. Favorite, Black Mamba probably was. Actually, no, not Black Mamba. Dividing for sure, because that sounds like an Xbox default suggestion name. No ABS, no traction control, no ABS. Oh, nah, I need ABS. I don't know how people play play dirt in this game without ABS. Crazy. Tuning in the brakes with ABS anymore? What? Unless it's dirt. What? Damn, you guys. Yeah, they need to keep buffing ABS, by the way. Okay. And it is a balance very further away of the car, downshifting 2 manual. Maybe my braking is just not good enough. Admittedly, it's a pretty big possibility. Let's use Caterham. Let's want to use that. Always a dope car to drive. Even though it sucks on road. Oh, actually, nah. Let's do this. LFA time. Mostly preference. Yeah, especially since they buffed ABS in this game. More of a difference in Horizon 4 from what I've heard. Callan or Nalak said that. Of course, he's a bit biased. Because he's always been a pad player and he's always ran without ABS. He's always had the advantage, but I don't think it's a bad thing for ABS to be a thing, to be buffed a little bit, because it allows for PC players, keyboard users, to be a bit more competitive in the braking zones. But yeah, I think ultimately ABS off is technically faster if you can manage it. I cannot, so I shall not. Because I don't play this game enough to get used to it anymore. For some time ago? Yeah. The advantage was definitely more prominent back then. I think now, I think from what I've heard, it's possible for the person with the ABS to outbrake the person without ABS. I think it's less to do... I think they just made the advantage of it no ABS a bit less prominent, so that if you mess up at all without ABS, then you're losing. So instead of 85% versus 100% potential braking before, it's closer to 90 or 95% now. So if anybody without ABS makes any mistakes, they're losing the braking battle. Whereas before, even a couple like with small mistakes, you're still outbraking the guy because you have so much margin. I wonder if this swap is technically possible. I guess it is still front engine, the LFA. Probably possible. And the V10's tiny. I've heard. I don't know, how many liters is the LFA V10? Not that big, right? That's the reason why I can rev so fast, yeah. Smaller cylinders. Braking in that game feels weird. In what sense? Well, can you describe it? I always use the ABS on both, so I've never really changed much for me. Well, the general driving physics in the old game, it's surprisingly different when I went back to Horizon 4. I thought it was more of an evolution thing, but going back, it's much more. It feels like it's much less forgiving, almost. Even with ABS on, or kind of understeers or whatever, as if you ever try to overspeed into a corner. Some might argue that's a bit more realistic. So. It's all different shades of Simcade, though. Although, admittedly, Horizon is generally closer to the Sim than the Cade. Because truly Cade, like Simcade is fairly wide range, like Grid back in the day from Codemaster. That was definitely more Cade than Sim. But it still existed in that Simcade world. Kind of the same thing with Crew Motorfirst. I feel like Need for Speed is full arcade, so I don't think that's worth talking about. With Solar Crown is also on the more of the arcadey side. But let's not talk about that tragedy of a game. I wanted it to succeed so bad for competition, and because if it was good, I'd buy it and play it because I gotta rep Hong Kong, you know. I grew up there for 18 years of my life. Tragedy. Way better brakes, yeah, but also lock up more aggressively. Yeah, exactly. I think that's what it is. It's like it's almost like they stop harder, but like it's almost detrimental how hard they stop. How much like it can hamper you if you don't. In a way, I feel like it makes it so that. Okay, I'm gonna hold back a little bit so people aren't all DNFing. Make sure that the PlayStation folks have a good time still. I'm just nice like that. You're stuck kind of in braking. If you don't, I think going back to that, I think it just emphasizes like having a smooth brake release and the release timing of the brakes a lot more than in this game. Your favorite car in this game? In game? Tough to say. And it's also hard because I only really drive tuned versions of cars. So I don't really have like a huge opinion on what my favorite car in this game is. I have favorite cars in general though, like IRL. They kind of carry over to this game, even though they're not great to drive or very well performant. I don't agree personally. I don't. Yeah, I mean, it's all personal preference. I think some of the old heads, like I think it's going back. I don't know. Part of it is like I played both games. I don't remember how Horizon 4 felt back when it was the main game, like it was the only game. Going back from Horizon 5, it definitely felt harder. But I also only played for like an hour. The load times are borked in Horizon 4. Online, so I only got to play it for like an hour and a half, maybe, in like during like two and some hour stream or something. But a lot of people look back on it and say it's like a bit more challenging. Now, like I think has been on record saying that he would play dirt in that game because it was harder, whereas it's a bit too easy now. Dirt in this game, by comparison, so he doesn't play anymore. I think that's kind of cop out a little bit. But he's also at a different level than most of us, so. It's one of those things where it's like, it's an opinion of a expert, but like us regular players gotta take it with a pinch of salt. I guess not Samu and Dante, you guys are good enough, or in Vatican. Like a casual guy, like or casual player like me, probably won't reach the limits in either game, no matter how good or bad how hard it is, or how easy one game is to the other. And then it comes down, then it just comes down to preference a little bit. Yeah, I'm nice like that, Jason. I go on road. Yeah, it does. But they're so good on dirt, though. Even I feel that when I went back to Horizon 4 and I played at dirt, everything felt so loose. Although I did not miss seeing Bone Shakers and how OP that thing was, because I played casuals. Because ranked was even more dead. It's banned out of rank, but it was available in casuals. I was like seeing Bone Shakers in A class, same tune, literally rally and road and stuff like that. I think CC tires at least makes it so that you're forced to use a different tune. Car, but like going back to that favorite car, yeah, it's kind of tough. I think my my dream sort of unattainable car that I really like admire the engineering for is the T50, Gordon Mirror T50, that's also in this game. They kind of did that car dirty here, but I don't actually like. I think if like it's mainly a balance issue, I think, from Forza's side, because if a fan car is inherently going to be like pretty OP if you allow it like to exist truly as it should. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like it's theoretically it should be almost even better than bad to the blade. Because of the existence of the fan, and like the upper limit is for downforce should be insane. Plus it's low on drag too because it doesn't use a wing to generate the downforce. Sonic Riosh is a bit slow, so I came here. Hey, welcome Twitch. F1 over T50, true. If it wasn't for the fan, I think F1 is still my favorite car. It was my first, like, thinking back, the McLaren F1 was what got me into cars in the first place. Or maybe, it's tough. I still remember this was like during like elementary or whatever. Was it elementary? I don't know. It was like early on in my life. Elementary, middle school. But it might be a chicken and or the egg thing. I think I was already into cars before then. I'm not sure. But like my first solid memory about like learning about cars and knowing like car stats and stuff like that, like top speed and stuff like that, was reading. I don't know if you guys ever had these, like, this is kind of dating myself, but back when we had physical books at school, what's it called? Like, it's still, what's the organization that does like world records? What's the name of that? It's like they come with a book, like the world records of 2004, like every year, or 2005. Matix, hello. Chaparral. I don't even know what a chaparral is. Could you enlighten me? But I remember very clearly that I was looking at I don't remember which year of world record, but like, you know, how the F1 the McLaren F1 was held the fastest car for basically all the early 2000s. So that thing was, I remember very distinctly reading about that, and then after that playing Hot Pursuit 2 on my PS2. Damn, I'm really dating myself. And like seeing the McLaren F1 in there, especially the NFS edition. Ooh, that paint as well. Prime. Real good stuff. But I just falling in love with it. Although at the time I was also a dumb kid that only like cared about top speed. So I didn't really realize. I wasn't like later in life that I started appreciating, you know, lightweight sports cars a bit more and stuff like that. Though, kind of ironically, like F1 is basically was the last time where like top speed and sport car, like classic sport car DNA kind of were married. It still didn't have any like electronic aids much, although that's not really a sports car thing. But it's like it was light, it was nimble, it handled. There's a manual, and then like, you know, the next car to be like doing all this like world record top speed stuff was compromised, right? Because it's like Bugatti Veyron, that thing's not a driver's car really. It's like meant to be like, you know, an expensive man's tour, full luxury and stuff like that. But Bugatti Veyron became my favorite car because that started that at the time, because it was the fastest car, you know. It's just top speed, baby. That's all that matters. But yeah, F1 wins too with Diablo. Ooh, the Diablo was cool too, dude. Once in a while I'll look up the Hot Pursuit 2 like starting animation, start screen animation. That thing still holds up. Although nowadays that I'm like, it was hype AF before, it's still hype now to look at that video again, but nowadays it's a bit different because I see all the animation fails because they have the car leaning into a corner and stuff like that. I was like, nah. Didn't notice it before, but now I do. F1's still the fastest in a production car. Yes, it is the GOAT. Yeah, I guess in a weird way it's like T50 is like the modern dream car. It's like, but we all also know that it's, I think I put it into tiers, like how obtainable is this car? So like you have the level of like, this is completely unobtainable. Even if I had the world, like all the money in the world, I'm not gonna be able to get it. That's the F1. And then if you win like the lottery multiple times or get super lucky with like Nvidia stocks or whatever, you could potentially like use all of your earnings and buy a T50. Though nowadays it's still it's also an titanium now because all of them are sold. But at the time at MSRP, it's like what 2.3 mil. So you could like, if you got really lucky or something and like throw all your lottery winnings into it, you could probably afford one of those. And then on the on like the next class of car, like those are like kind of like, this is how I define my like favorite cars. And then on a step below that, then that's the sort of when I feel like, oh, 911 GT3, the manual is like, say like use like 3-4 years of your earnings or even 5 to like, you could if you didn't care about life, you could just throw all your money into that and like pray that nothing bad happens to you, because if you have, because all your savings are gone. So you better hope there's no emergency that requires money after. Just the one in the back. But the way that it works is that it pulls, so that it basically pulls the air, so that the diffuser works super well. That would be the dream for me, but obviously higher than I'm seeing. Yeah, exactly. Like those are the cars, and then like the next step under that is G80 M3. The manual for me, but I already obtained that tier, so here's to me, if potentially if I ever really throw away all my money and then ignore parents' advice and like ignore common sense and not go into like housing or anything or any investments and throw all my money at the depreciating asset that is a GT3 not RS, GT3 boring probably. And the funny part is, if I don't drive it, pretty sure it's gonna be a future classic, because it might be like the last of the manual or like fully non-hybridized GT3s. We might have one more generation, but you're talking actually attainable dream cars though. R35? Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I hate the fact that it kind of upmarketed itself, even though the car hasn't really changed much. If it was still like the sort of half the price of the Turbo S, although Turbo S has gotten more expensive now, so maybe it still is technically half the price, but like, you know what I mean? It definitely like realized how much they could charge for the car after the first couple of years, and then sort of started jacking up the price. And it became less of a value proposition, but it's still a cool car on its own. Okay, here's the test though. Do you think about the latest NSX? Is that cool? New car have 2 R33 and launch a Delta S4. Why R33? Oh, I guess the GTS, I gotta look that up. Maybe that's a special one. Looks like everybody defaults to the R34 out of the Skylines. Berlingo. I gotta look up Berlingo. Something I recognize. Rayhan Hassan. The Pro Stock Camaro. I already have it, I think. I don't need it. Part of me at one point wanted a K-swap RX-7. The chassis on that thing is pretty insane. Plus, you don't have to deal with the rotary. But now I'm not so sure about getting a custom build car like that anymore. Plus, like, used prices on those JDM cars just keep on exploding, so it's like becoming less and less of a feasible thing. Like, because you might as well spend that money and get a better car, like a new, better car nowadays, because like the hype is too crazy. How's the maintenance on what? Best look because rear-wheel drive turbo. Are they still making the R35 or is it last year? Do they have like one final edition this time around or something? Nah, that thing's old in the tooth, bro. Or transit looking van, lol. Kinda cool, I guess. We'll go with used market because I know I won't leave the car alone and mod it. Yeah, I get that, but it's just like the JDM market's getting crazy. I think it's only gonna get more and more inflated nowadays because like the end is nigh for gas-powered cars as well. People still like arguably like it's like, you know, it makes sense. People like at the golden ages, the 90s JDM, when, you know, Japan had too much money. They overbuilt stuff. So yeah, the modding side and then people trashing them, clapping some of them out, and like just kind of the supply is dwindling as well as time goes on, just naturally, and inflating the price. You know, it's like I would never do the, you know, like some of them, like mint GTR R34, and it's like hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction, and it's like, no, bro. If I have that type of money, I ain't buying that old car. I'll admire it from afar. Although at that point you might just like want to rebuild ones, for like import some from Japan. I did watch a great sort of dive into it. There's a Haggerty video where like it's the photographer, I don't remember his name, but he buys a GTR and has it like restored like professionally by this guy that only does GTRs, and it was like awesome to watch. Something about just watching an expert at work is like so mesmerizing to me. But I think like the final breakdown was like over 100k, and I'm like, I don't actually know, it was way more than 100k I think, but it's cool. But yeah, Larry Chen, sure, for sure. Yeah, that's guy. Yeah, Larry Chen. He had a few videos, I think, of him getting a GTR in Japan, R34. Have it based, not resto modded even, just straight up full restore. It was amazing just looking at the process, like fresh, like full repaint, full strip of all like sound, like all insulation and everything, like bare metal and start from the beginning. So it was awesome. I did enjoy that video. I'd never do it, as I said, but like it was cool with that, like community like that, where there's a market for that. And I think that gives me hope that even going into the future, even when like, you know, electric is all we have and stuff like that, we'll still have, the car culture will still be there. The petrol head will still be around. It's tough, right? Like even like nowadays, I'm thinking I was like, yeah, there's these like cool sport electric cars, right? Like Taycan. I mean, like that's more like a supercar, but like even like on a cheaper level, you know, you have the Ioniq 5Ns, and it's only gonna get better as like it's gonna get cheaper as time goes. But it's like I don't know, it's like in a world without like, you know, combustion. It's hard to see. It's hard to imagine the car community. Although I say that, and you know, it's like it's only because I grew up in the time period where gas cars existed. There's gonna be eventually a time where like everybody will have known as the latest and greatest, and I'm sure people will enjoy that stuff in their own way. Having had it and having it removed, like knowing that, you know, we used to have all these crazy combustion cars and stuff like that, and then having to go without it, I think I'm gonna be jaded by that going forward as I get more and more electric and stuff. I do appreciate an electric car though, like with how it's just as a people mover, you can't beat it. And it's also kind of saddening that it's like gas cars are just gonna get more and more expensive, because even like the alternative future here, or not, the future outlook of gasoline cars is that eventually then you're gonna have to rely on like synthetic fuels. There are people already doing that, where it's like zero, because they just take the carbon from the air and make it into gasoline. But that stuff is never going to be cheap. So it becomes like a rich man's game, and that's kind of sad. It's like, while the car hobby is expensive compared to other hobbies, even like other money sinks like keyboards and, you know, audio files and stuff like that, like cars are definitely going to be one of the most expensive hobbies and stuff like that. These are still kind of accessible, especially if you're willing to go through the used market and tinker with it yourself and stuff like that. But as even like the basic gas prices are way too high, that it becomes a rich man's game, and kind of sad. Unless your father's rich, you won't experience. You won't get to experience like sitting in a car with a combustion engine. Like Tommy Fresh, you rebuilt all the skylines. You would fly to Japan. What would you do, Sonic, after you fly to Japan? I don't think like E85 wasn't made out of corn, or the bit mix of fuel might evolve, meaning we might have a fuel, but maybe not fossil fuels. Yeah, the problem with the E85 is that it's actually not fully profitable. The only reason why it's a thing, especially since it's like basically only exists in the US mostly, in America, is because it's heavily subsidized due to the amount of corn production that exists. There's so much, so the government subsidized corn production, so there's a lot of corn. So then, since there's so much corn, they can make they can make, like, we don't eat all of it, so then they make E85 out of it. So it's more doing that. So like even that's gonna be costing more and more if like everybody starts using it, and like if it stops getting subsidized and stuff like that, then you know that even that alternative goes away. Fuel with higher, like maybe oil from palm tree mixed with corn, maybe. I think it has the same issue with like the whole like zero emission stuff. It's just gonna take a lot more effort to make than, you know, pumping it from the ground. I played it now, but I'll have to wait to save up. Not the. What's up? What's up? Everything going? First time on here, loving the vibe. Hey, appreciate it, man. Glad you love it here. Always talking about cars. Getting nostalgic, even though it hasn't happened yet. The EV revolution. Save up. I played it now. What did you play? I'm missing a bit of context there, saying. Imagine if this is the real Zane look. There, of course, it's good too. It's not in your lifetime, so you don't care. Yeah, maybe. I feel like gas getting super expensive, prohibitively expensive, is within your lifetime though. Unless you wanna or looking to die young or whatever. Morbid to, so I'm not gonna really think about that. But holy crap, where's that guy going? This is definitely gonna kill the lobby, I'm pretty sure. No way like the noobs that were in this lobby will enjoy S2 dirt. I didn't enjoy S2 dirt. I quit every single time when I saw S2 dirt before. I don't blame him. So I got some better tuned cars that can handle it, and I realized that you're not supposed to go to full throttle basically ever. Food there, of course, good. Yeah. I also mentioned this before on stream, but like, I would love to go to Japan and like do all like, I wouldn't go for the sites or anything. It's mainly just the food, and like maybe potentially import a car, like find a car and import it over there. That was like the only two things I would really love to do in Japan. I'm not like a sightseer or anything. Like mainly the food. The problem is I can never justify the cost. Of like the plane ticket and having to like stay in hotels and stuff like that. And not working. I'm taking the holiday as well. My company, if you don't take all your vacation days, they pay you the equivalent at the end of the year if you don't use it all up or something. So I could get paid if I just work more. And then on the flip side, 2K, like however much the, like that's like a really baller computer if you count like the whole vacation. And then that's like what, 3 weeks of your time? And then like if I build a baller PC, I can use that for years. Does GT actually work on dirt? I don't know. I mean, I think anything technically can work on dirt, I imagine. I don't think there's a hard limit of stuff that doesn't work. BC, give me 1 sec. I'll be there. -2. Yeah, pretty doable. Dark Skin at Heart, welcome to the Twitch stream, and thanks for the follow. Hope you enjoy the stream as much as I enjoy streaming it. Welcome. Average US citizen perception of JP. I'm not from the US though. I've been to Japan. I know, I'm waiting. Just give me 1 second. Moving my foot pedal so I can control. Hello. Oh yeah.
Hello. Thank you. I can mute the music now.
And I take that good sounding Lambo. Is a good sounding Lambo? I don't know which one that one is. Our Skin at Heart.
The race car one, SC12 or something like that.
Oh, I don't own the SC12. I still need to buy that car pack, but I have to go to Costco to get the gift card first though. How do I join? Use the exclamation point gamer tag command in chat. And then that'll give you the gamer tag, and then you can add me. And then send me a message. And I can invite you.
Yeah, but I can
Not Discord.
They got better cars, better food. Better anime merch, I guess. Cheaper cars as well.
Cheaper cars.
Yeah. No scalping leg here.
Yeah, I think it just depends on how many people want it. As long as if more people want it,
No,
then
it's
gonna be
like the rarity thing is different there.
yeah. I think part of it is
They
because
don't-
it's more expensive to own cars with how much like regulations and stuff like that you have to go through. Like there's there's all like inspections and stuff like that you have to go through. If I understand correctly. I still gotta get that Sesto FE tune from Telecom. Passat under okay. What year Passat would you be talking about?
Does it matter? It's a Passat. It can die.
It's gonna die.
I drove one with 1 million on a clock. It didn't feel like 1 million.
How many engine lights? How many warning lights do you have on the dash when you were driving it?
0.
Oh really? Wait, that's rare. They just unplugged the fuse, so there's no lights.
I don't know, but there was no lights on the dash.
Oh wow, that's a rarity for older Volkswagens. Maybe it's the newer generation of them. I'm not gonna get into that. Too big. That's kind of a bait topic. Oh, I get clipped out of context here. To be fair, I don't have to make enough audience to be worried about clipping though, to be fair. Just in case.
You should be worried. I will send it to
You're gonna send it?
CCP.
I ain't never going to China, bro. We okay.
Look at those fresh faces. Oh, this is probably PS5 players.
Yeah. You don't know the horrors vest too dirt yet? 7 of them get so for about 1k. I wonder if they run 1k. Even in like, it's like it might be just one of those like auction sites. Where all the repro cars go.
Yeah, like Yakuza use only Passats. Makes sense.
You know, like something is interesting is like I saw this thing like a while ago about like cars being abandoned in Dubai and people that like can't afford the loans so they have to flee the country before they can get caught defaulting on their loans because it's like a jailable offense to default on the loan. And there are people that like go out and like search for those cars and like import them, and you get like Ferraris and stuff like that cheap.
I mean, just yoink the chassis from the desert. No one will know.
Yeah, that's what they're doing for you. I'm not gonna go. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's what they do. They also like do all like they clean everything up and everything for you first. But it'd be an interesting way to get into a supercar. Oh god. I get my go. Where am I living now? Canada. Is this crossplay? Yes, it is crossplay. Kind of hard. Wait, how do you add? Can't you just add me on? Wait, how do you add on PlayStation? There must be a way to add a friend. Wait, did you already do it? Is this you? Oh no, that's Hello Soar. Wagon. Dude, Fiat Panda would be goated though.
Thank you, game.
Oh, let's go. Can't believe that happened with Embaticum here in the lobby. It's a miracle indeed. Another April miracle, specifically just today. Dark skin at heart. Give me 1 second. Okay, so what you want to do? See. I don't actually know how PS5 works. Okay, here we go. Social. Okay. Open the Horizon 5 main menu, go to the online tab, select social on PS5. Click the name of the player you want to add from the list. Bring up a separate actions menu. Select add MSA friend.
Did you just do the Googling for him?
Yeah. Good luck. You should be able to enter being retired. Over there. The social tab. I think once you find the social tab, you'll be able to figure it out. I have faith. Tech savvy people here. Pepperoni. Late Monday night streams do be hitting different. More people show up for these than like Friday night or like Saturday night streams.
Yeah, because you don't play Forza then?
I do. Friday night, Saturday night?
I don't know.
I do. Those are the days.
I'm not giving you my Friday time, sorry.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
I wasn't home for like the past 2 weeks.
I know that. How was the grandparents? Was grandparents? It's just parents.
I mean, they're at the same place.
Okay, okay. How was it? Times? Easter?
It was 18th birthday of my sister.
Oh, 18th birthday, right. You get wasted?
No,
Oh. Well, that's what everybody does.
I mean, the boomers did.
Well, I didn't. Not a party guy. Hello, Pepperoni. Welcome back. Yeah, I thought about playing Wuwa, but then I realized I just don't want to play another gacha game.
Delete all of them.
That's a U solution. I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Wait, how did I get second?
Wait, the Xbox there? What?
It's delivery, trust.
It literally adds power. A nostalgia livery from mine can't compete with your livery. Sad.
It's because you don't have the body kit.
Do they even have it in this game?
I don't think so.
Not too shabby, Pepperoni. We get a lot of work done at work today, but we reported what we did last week, so and people were happy with the report, so I'm sure it's a good start of the week so far. how's your week been, Pepperoni? Oh, yeah, he's racing right now, so I can't say anything. Let me know if you added me. I gotta go check my Xbox app. Steal on heart. You're still around. You know what I really gotta do? I gotta stop playing chess.
Yeah, chess is the problem, not the gacha games.
No, but seriously though, I've wasted so much time on chess. Even just today.
What do you mean waste? I mean, your brain is braining.
I played like
when playing
2 hours of like... Just like, I don't know, it's supposed to be 3 combined with like this. Because I did it at work too. Like bullet chess for a while.
I mean, that's fine. If it's on work, that's fine.
But I also, like, I could have started stream like an hour ago. An hour and a half ago, actually. I just ended up playing some chess, so I was like, no. It's bad, it's ruining my schedule. If I don't play chess that day, I tend to be more productive, not gonna lie.
I'll just uninstall the app.
Stock M3 have SF body kit close to GTR, but still not the same. Yeah. There is a wide body then. But this generation of M3 does it. Do they have the regular?
No.
The same? Yeah. Okay.
Only M3.
They only have the GTR for this gen. Yeah, I gotta start looking at like headphones and stuff like that. 'Cause I can't be buying them when I move after I move to the US with the tariffs.
I still haven't bought the earphones. I talked to you about like 6 months
I
ago.
thought you bought the headset though, right?
Yeah, but for the phone. I need Bluetooth modes. Because I don't have the...
Oh,
What's it called? The jack.
a new phone?
No, it's the old phone.
Oh, Jack just...
It's the same. I talked to you about this like 6 months ago, but I
Yeah,
still
we don't
haven't
remember
bought
now.
it.
Yeah. So what have you been doing? Is this like just stock earbuds that came with the phone or something?
No, I don't use anything. No music.
No music on the phone. Yeah, Bluetooth, or do you have an aux cable in the car, right?
No, I play through Bluetooth in car.
Oh, you have Bluetooth, okay, okay. Is it an upgraded head unit, or is your car new enough to have Bluetooth?
No, it's some Chinese one.
Oh, okay, okay.
Whatever.
Makes sense.
It wasn't the one by me. If it was up to me, it would be stock.
Oh, yeah? No, you wouldn't have Bluetooth? On recovery right now, preferably. What? Well, I'm glad you are though, no matter what. Just curious. I really did miss an opportunity to just like get the wide body for this thing. The NFS people. The most wanted people. Finally have the right wheels though for the A86, I think. We can do that build now pretty easily. One thing they need now is the engine.
Just put LS. Who cares?
I care. It doesn't sound correct.
Just imagine the sound.
Just imagine before you beat them. No, bro. That's not how it works, man. The full package, or else we're not driving the car of our dreams in this game. Those ITBs, bro. Oh, there's one more lap. Holy crap, I thought it was one. Actually, it's the way. Yeah, I love all these, like, default Xbox names. Vampy Prism 12747. Pausing Dust 1960. Classic. I had a friend that had a Visioned Might or something for the longest time. I wonder how that logic works, how they generate these random names.
One guy from Nuts had an alt, and it was Cats 2. Yeah, go figure. We report Xbox to PETA for cat abuse.
GTR have P40 engine. Oh, that's the correct way to build. I'm talking about the A86. Not the M3 GTR I'm in right now. Yeah, I gotta think about getting audio equipment now. I'm from Canada. You know, the people are, it's hilarious. So I've talked about this before, where it's like very common for Canadians to have like to use a service in the US where they send packages to the US and they pick it up across the border by driving across and stuff like that, and just pick it up because you get like free shipping and like stuff is cheaper, less tax in general.
And here you are doing the opposite.
I'm not doing it yet, but like people are legitimately doing this because especially now with the tariffs, right? Temu and Shein are the biggest changes.
Yeah, whatever.
And then now people are having to build service because they didn't have them. So we're getting like new business opportunities where people are like setting up these mailboxes on the Canada side.
Peddling shipments. The post office packages.
Again to throw a nose. Damn. For how long? I guess you're saying recovering, so you're towards the end of it now. Man, we feel better, man. GG's, Amalgam, GG's. We got to end on a dirt. No, not dirt. We ended on a road, so. You're good. Thanks for playing, though. Appreciate you.
You're done as well.
No, I'm not done yet. I've only been streaming for an hour and a half, so I got another half an hour.
Who cares? You're the boss.
Oh, yeah, it's a personal thing. Vibe Abyss, is that your name? Make sure I'm adding the right guy. Oh, another road. Ooh, it's another road. Are you staying?
Who was sacrificed for this one?
Made in or shipped from India now. I think there's like Vietnam, Indonesia as well. A lot of options. Okay, I think I added you back. Let me see if find you again. Okay, sent you an invite. Dark Skin and Heart. Perfect. It's been almost a week, damn. Yeah, feels bad. Welcome, sauce and noobs. Yeah, there's like, problem is like there's like a lot of tariffs going on. Regardless, because there's been a raise in tariffs across the board, even though he's like dropped the whole like crazy percentage ones, and but then overall it's still going from 2% to 10% for every country. Heed Titan, thanks for the follow. Hope you enjoy the stream as much as I enjoy streaming it. Welcome, welcome. The bumped it and it wasn't kanji there, huh? What is the song? This is a remix, a rock remix of Ellen's trailer theme from Zenless Zone Zero. Try to get all my shopping done, especially on the Chinese electronics, anything from China or down to the States. I'm gonna ask why I have all this brand new stuff in my car. Probably tax me on it though. I gotta act like I was already used. Personal belongings. I think the funniest part was like the tariff strategy right now, which is like basically US is only basically targeting China now. Is that if they started off doing this, which is what Trump did like last term, to just straight up just target China specifically, I think they'd get more people would be more on US side, but then he decided to like literally turn like literally the world and then walked it back. Nobody's on his side. So I think people generally could be like, oh yeah, China, like the labor is too cheap, and you know, they're like too much advantage of everything produced there, because like they can allow child labor and everything. And we don't make stuff for cheaper than we can. I think the people generally would like sympathize with that, but the way he's done it, there's just like no sympathy at all. Like, nobody's on his side anymore. Olivia? Yes, I do. I actually learned about it after listening to this song. People kept on comparing it. Because there was also a mashup of the previous song with Alphabet, I think that's what it's called. Where is it? I don't remember the name of that song, but there's they cut very well together. Do you know that every country in the world has tariffs on the US? Why is it a problem when we give the same ones back? It's more like how much stuff is the US actually producing? Like, we can talk about like percentages, but it's like effectively how much money is it? I think it's more of an issue. And like, what's the end goal? Right. Oh, that was abrupt. Yeah, it's fine. Let it go. Discord dive. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah, it happens only when I play Forza, so...
Lol, Forza breaks Discord.
Yeah.
Is it a known issue?
I don't know, but it's not first time happening, so... It's
Yeah,
known
but the
to
thing
me, I
is,
guess.
like, do you actually want everything produced in the US? Like, do people actually want to go back to that lifestyle? It's like, because China can do it, because, like, the living conditions are crap and the cost of living is low. So, like, people, like, love the manufacturing jobs, right? Because it gives them enough money to live. So that's why, like, the blanket tariff is crap. Like, it has to be strategic. And it isn't. Dark skin at heart, or I can't join. Oh, it's because the lobby might be full. You gotta try it a couple times. Let me just send you another invite. Get into the convoy first. And then you can join the convoy menu settings. You can then add. Like, it should be like per product, right? Like, if like tariff, I don't mind like tariffs if you're doing it against like stuff that is already produced in the US, that you're saying, oh, the US is it's advantage because it's like, you know, it's like this blanket Chinese tariff to try and bring the manufacturing jobs. That's like, we're not gonna get iPhones built in the US because they're gonna be what, $2,000, $3,000. You know what I mean? So I don't think anybody, like, even on the Democratic side, anybody like hates the like say like tariff is wrong. It's just saying that the way he's doing it is like literally the worst way to do it possible. Yeah, I can add you back later. Alright, cool. Join you as the game? No worries. I should be able to find a way around you. Oh, you're not coming back? This thing, I mean, it's heavy. I mean, we have a trade agreement where stuff is not taxed. Like, with Canada and Mexico and stuff like that. Like, there's agreements, like, that's what's fine. For, like, stuff. Some stuff's taxed, sometimes not. There's like the milk thing. I think people like it's like up to a certain amount. Like, I think people blow that out of proportion because the way that that one works is that you only pay like the crazy percentage amount if the US is importing more or whatever than a specific threshold. But the US hasn't ever imported that much. So the effective tariff on that is less. Something like that. Yeah, get into specifics. It's actually like kind of interesting. Yeah, I mean, like it's all personal preference. I don't maybe like everybody loves to go back to manufacturing stuff, you know, in the US. I don't know. I don't live in the US, so I wouldn't know. I mean, I'm going to. I'm not personally. I'd never want to go into manufacturing. somebody has to take those jobs, right? And is anybody going to? I don't know. There will be people. Ooh, sad ones, I think. Car's a bit of a boat, bro. Be able to join now, though. Yeah, Ethan, yeah, go through that. Send me a request or a message. And I'll invite you. If you're able to join now... Asking at heart. There's not a lot of people in the lobby anymore. I'm talking about his GTR. I think actually, like, thinking about it a little bit, is like, I can't imagine that working in this was going to be that great, even if all the manufacturing is in the US. Feels like it's not going to be a job people like. In the same way that, like, everybody, like, there's such a bad reputation for Amazon warehouses. I mean, if everything is here, it's going to be in the US. I guess we'll see. I might have a different opinion once I move to the US. my company is moving me. My whole team is moving to the US later this year. I'll be there like in October. I made it base. Thank you, thank you. I like it. Must be like the perspective, because like all the other cars, like there's a meme that the M8 is huge. Of course, it doesn't look, it doesn't feel it compared to the other cars in this class. Feels kind of cool. Like it's also like the best car in the pack. It feels like, right? The Apex pack. But yeah, it's like Amazon warehouses. Like, do we want that to be like, you know, if Amazon starts like breaking the manufacturing job, like, because if things gonna be made cheap, that's gonna be the way to go. But there's no like regulations aren't on the workers' side there either. So it's like not very well thought out the way that that's supposed to be done. I'm sure like some manufacturing is good to have, and like bringing like more jobs back to the US, and like not having, you know, have to fight against child labor or like that inherent cost disadvantage like compared to like China or like even Vietnam, Indonesia manufacturing. I was like, that makes sense, but not like this. Not like how he's doing it. I think even worse, the stock engine. Do I have the stock engine? Oh, I don't know. Can you tell from the sound? Yeah, the only other thing is the way that he's doing it now. I think it's not even gonna incentivize people to bring manufacturing to the US. People are going kind of insane. Then they're like, oh, it's gonna be 4 years. Nobody's gonna. If they don't have a guarantee that after 4 years all the tariffs will still be in place, then they're not gonna invest in building like manufacturing here. They're just gonna like take the loss for like 4 years, or like just stop exporting to the US for a little bit, lower the amount, and just bear it for like the next 3.5 years or so. Nice and slow. Ooh, I can try this thing. Gotta go. Alright, see you, Zevo. Have a great day at work. Thanks for dropping by. Yu-Gi-Oh cards as well, really, so it's a different color. No. Nice. Huracan V10? Oh, okay. Thank you, Samu. I'm learning new things. Need to be joined. Alright. in the first Forza race. Let's go. The only other like thing I wonder is like, is it worth having everything be more expensive as well? It's like something I feel like I consider. Like, yes, bringing more manufacturing jobs back to the US, great. You know, like people get jobs. But like, you know, with all the stuff that was previously gonna be cheap is now made in the US. It's gonna be like, I don't think anybody doubts that it's gonna be more expensive than if it was made in China. I think that's the whole thing. Made in China is cheaper. How much are people willing to pay extra to say, like, because some people do say this, right? Like, I'll pay extra if it means made in America. Like, how much? Like, where's the threshold? 10% more? Is that the threshold? Theoretically, I don't think 10% covers the labor cost. But then at that point, you're just like, yeah, but like, you know, Apple can make less money per phone and keep the price low. And I was like, I think big corporations are going to be on your side. Anyway, this is all theoretical anyway. We'll see how it goes. Film's not going to stop, so we'll see it happen. We'll see. Yeah, they have rough regulations, yeah. Fuel prices going down is because people know that manufacturing is going down and like worldwide. There's less use of gas prices, though that's probably going to change because Saudi is going to adjust supply because they like controlling the price, and this is definitely lower than they want it. So crude oil will slowly kind of recover as they like cut supply a bit more. Plus, there's also like, we haven't actually seen the true effects yet. We're gonna see them in like the next week or two. As the tariffs were put, the big tariffs were put in place a month ago. It takes about a month for all the, everything stops coming in for the people that. So people haven't actually like seen the effects yet. The only thing that's actually been affected is the stock market, and that's everybody's guessing. There, we don't actually have like, the general public hasn't actually felt the effect yet. You just gotta go through the last of the supply of existing goods, and we'll see. It's probably not going to be like as much as like, you know, the actual tariff amounts. It's like over 100% tariff or whatever. I think going to be less than that, the effects, but manufacturers will start routing products through like Vietnam or whatever, so to bypass the high tariffs from China. Stuff won't go up by that much. He looks better. There's also that too. I've heard a lot of people say like when they were working at like, you know, like I've heard like car repair shops and like car shops and stuff like that, and even like, you know, other shops that said that like, hey, yeah, we used to manufacture in the US, but then we found a guy in China that would do it for cheaper, and then the quality was better. Right, so it's not just the fact that it's cheaper; it's also better quality. So there's like multiple issues with trying to immediately just force manufacturing jobs back. It feels like it's like without competition, like knowing that, okay, you know, China is so kneecapped that we're the only like viable, like the cost-effective option, then what's the incentive to like have high quality control become whatever. Again, this is like back down to like whatchamacallit, like free market capitalism or whatever, trying to drive everything. But yeah, again, I don't think we have to get too deep into it because it's all theoretical, and we'll see how it plays out because it will be happening in front of our eyes. More cars, yeah, that's like the main issue with playing online when you're like new to the game. It's the amount of cars and tunes you have. Money is a bit tight as well. Can't get all the cars you want. Right. I think the stuff that America's good at manufacturing, they already are. Although I'd argue that the American cars aren't actually good here. Which is why like the Chinese produced Teslas have better quality than the ones from like Texas factory. Like the stuff that you guys do manufacture outside of that, I think good. I also don't count like foreign companies manufacturing in the US because they have different standards and stuff like that. And I think it's the standards from the company that's making the big difference because of the reputation for like Toyota can't come up with a bad car or unreliable and like faulty from the you know, it's like because it's their reputation, you know. Also, it's hard to compare cars anyway, because unless you're talking about like Tesla, you rarely get to experience both like multiple origin cars. That did happen in the EU, and for Germany became a thing where. And then they basically initially was importing cars from the US, and after the China plant came up, they started shifting to exporting from China, and then people saw that build quality and everything is better than the one in China, which was surprising to some people. We'll see. Interesting. I wonder how. I think like an interesting thing to think about is how. Although this is the thing, right? Like right now, there's a pause on the whole tariff, like the actual bad tariffs on on everybody except for China. So, like if however goes and like does the whole thing where you use the whole chart and starts taxing the penguins or whatever. I wonder how Starbucks survives. Oh, impact. I mean, you're buying a knockoff, not like the actual DeWalt made in China one. Or like the Ryobi made in China one. I'm not gonna talk about knockoffs and say that those are like representative of the actual product, you know what I mean? It's like saying that the knockoff iPhone is worse than the iPhone. Even though both of them are manufactured in the US, in China, you know what I mean? My manufacturers have recalls all the time. Yeah, but that's a design issue, right? It's not a usually not a manufacturing issue. Yeah, actually, I don't know the statistic on that. There's probably a mix. Titan, did you add me? Have you added me? Oh, Titan, there he is. There you are. Yeah. I can send you something.
telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that.
New GM recall. Yeah, I mean, that's American manufacturing too. Nobody to blame but there. That kind of proves my point, kind of. Yeah, I'm sure there's just like plenty of examples from like foreign brands as well. Oh god. Send you an invite, let me know if you got it. Although I'm only gonna really be doing one more after this, so. You know the Discord? Yeah, feel free to join the Discord. What was that Discord command you use? I welcome everybody in there. Don't be obnoxious. Ooh, that guy feels bad. I don't know, it feels like high volume US made stuff I don't think I trust anyway. Outside perspective, I don't think. I can Toyota figure it out, you know, like making like, manufacturing out of everywhere. And we'll see. There's also been like an impeachment today. Finally, there's somebody's kicking it off. Although it's probably not going to happen. Somebody's going to get behind it. Who knows? Maybe we don't even see Trump by the end of the year. Doubt it though. Yeah, but like it's. I said that already. I know they're made in the U.S. But it's like the company culture. I feel like if it's a quintessentially American company, let's say like Amazon, right? And that, like, I would imagine it's the same. Like, they're not gonna get the manufacturing job's not gonna be better than the warehouse job. You know what I mean? Oh, I hate it. Nice, you got it perfect. It's a company culture thing. I just don't know if American culture will do any will be in a mean good manufacturing quintessentially. I mean, Tesla's a good example to me because that's like American through and through and started in America and everything, but they're like, yeah, whatever, scoop build quality. Yeah, but like you can't just say like part of it is other people. Right, like people are all about, you know, I think this is like kind of like the thing I think about or I find interesting is like everybody kind of knows that like the American companies kind of don't do well in this stuff. Like they'll exploit workers and all that stuff. They don't care about their employees like that. I see this all the time on like, you know, YouTube comments and like online. Like people hate their jobs and they say like corporate sucks and everything, and that's like quintessentially like American companies do a lot of that. It's like, and then like Toyota, for example, is like they care and then they like have high standards, but then that's a foreign sort of influence. So in this case, it's like, okay, America first. It's gonna be American companies building American things. It's like, no, but like, you know, other people, the other companies do it well. We'll just have other companies do American manufacturing. It's like partially nationalistic and partially not, which is interesting to me. They will take the good parts from other people, but we'll take the but they can keep the bad. But we don't care about the bad parts of America. Yeah, and then there's also the fact that, like, yeah, your minimum wage is a good point as well. It's like, is manufacturing gonna be way more than that? Like, hopefully, it's gonna be like at least slightly more than minimum wage. But if it's anything more than, like, if it's higher than like that by a lot, then the products are gonna be way too expensive. American cars are known to be cheap. That's how they're known, like, all over the world at least. The cheaper option. Without that advantage, then what happens? Although, to be fair, I don't know how much American cars are like, because, you know, Toyota is a good example. They make manufacturing where they sell the cars. I don't know if America does that. But I'm also not sure how much presence there is in American cars and companies outside the US. Or maybe they don't care. Maybe it's kind of like a China situation where they sell enough domestically where it doesn't matter whether they export. Cars specifically, at least. It's gonna be hilarious if they like split iPhone production though. They also did this, right? Like, because iPhones, there was a period of time, I think they still do this, where like Foxconn, there's like, they have like assembly plants in China as well as other countries. And depending on which country manufacturing you got, it's like you got a different iPhone. And one was better than the other. I wonder if eventually maybe like that might be the thing. It's like you get like a super expensive American-made iPhone in the US because that's the only one that's viable here with the tariffs and everything. And then everybody else gets like the Chinese-made ones. So it's like chillin'. And then you get like a bootleg people like importing, smuggling in international iPhones. Or more applicable to this audience probably thing is consoles. PS5s and Xboxes as well. To be fair, I think it's just most electronics generally. Yeah, I wonder. Didn't people say that like an iPhone's made in the US gonna cost $2,000? I don't think anybody's buying an iPhone at that point. I mean, people will. Some people will. Maybe it'll become like an ultra luxury item. People already treat iPhones as a sort of, especially like the top models, the Pro Max and stuff like that, as a status symbol. Wouldn't be like too surprising to transition over to like a full. In 1722. Yeah, I mean, like that's way more than China and everything. If we say, right, labor cost is only part of it too. Right? Like what is like if we do like maybe Chinese iPhone worker wage. Foxconn's wage, hourly wage is around $288 US per hour. So if we multiply that, that's what? Let's call it $3 so it's easier. You know, like to your like lowest like 17 bucks. That's like 5 times. 5 times is $15. So like 5 times the labor cost. Right? I mean, writing's on the wall. The thing's not gonna cost anything less than double. How much per cargo container from China to US? Let's see. $3 per kilo. Oh, though this is air freight though, so that's not correct. Cost of shipping: 20 feet by and 40 feet containers from China to the U.S. So about 30 tons. 40-foot containers, about 30 tons. How much? Cost of shipping from China to the east coast of the U.S. is 3,000 to 4,000 for a 20-foot container. And for 40-foot, it goes all the way up to, from Shenzhen, say, to like LA is like 3,000 something, 3,500. Yeah, I mean, come on. It's like 2 iPhones. Yeah, it's not. You're never gonna win the value argument.
I love Monday.com.
What's Monday.com?
You don't know Monday.com? This is Monday.com.
Monday.com.
It's a platform that helps us run our work, collaborate with other departments, understand their business, and launch our goals.
So,
No, work management. Any type of work, any kind of business at every scale. Marketing, sales, ops, HR, retail, media, manufacturing, anything
I have ads.
So simple and intuitive, you can onboard an entire company in a blink of an eye.
you have an answer for everything. So, how do I get Monday.com?
Just go to Monday.com.
That makes sense.
Yeah, factor as well. Yeah, so about 3.5k for the whole container. That's like 30 tons of iPhones. 40-foot long container. I mean, you still have to ship it within the US, so both will do that. It's just that you technically save that. Then you have to think about it. Not all the components will have to be shipped in anyway. You don't actually. Wow. Nice driving, bro. So you actually don't save. It's not like 100% saving on the ship. Whereas at least the metal and stuff like that is usually already manufactured and like that's already mined and everything. Metals in China. The chips are only coming in from Taiwan, so. There's no way you guys are making all the frames and all the raw materials in the US either. You guys will always have to import. Final assembly can be in the US though. But every chain in the middle there will cost more money to do in the US. So it really depends on how much actually is produced. We're talking about all the way from raw materials. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, kind of a bad time to be moving to the States. Yeah, I'm gonna be just moving to Washington. Not a really cool state or anything. I wonder if Americans win that fight though. It's like they'll just like somebody will know karate or something. Just wipe the floor. Yeah, with all this like turmoil. Alright, I think this is the last race for tonight. Wait, class low. Maybe they win if it's sumo wrestling. Actually, if we specify sumo wrestling, I think they win. Although Japan is still pretty good at it. Years to train, bro. But like the Imagine if all the world leaders. I mean, Trump's not young. Like he's like old, right? Like what, 82 or something? I think most world, like the average age of world leaders is much younger than him. I think US is like special in that you got the only ones that are like electing such old people. Admittedly, you guys only started doing it like the last couple terms. Trump, Biden, Trump. Well, that was like what, Obama? Obama was younger. At the time, I think he was running against McCain or something, right? McCain was old. How old is Xi Jinping? Maybe he's pretty up there too, but he's been around a while. Although that's a different example because he's not elected, really. What about out of all the elected government officials, like what the average age is? I mean, Vlad is in the same boat. He's not really elected. Talk about like actual, like having a real election and then still putting in like an old dude. Pure protein powder. I have my eyes on this whole 90-day thing, pause, and whether the tariffs are going to come back after 90 days. Although that's unlikely, the reason for the pause was the bond market. The whole thing with the American bonds getting dumped now because nobody has faith in the American currency anymore or American government anymore. So interest rates on bonds are going up like astronomically, which America can't afford because it means their debt is way more expensive. Blood pressure's through the roof. I was going to watch stream on my PC, but my PC said no. How did it say no? Welcome, Basil. Alright, that was the last race of the night for me. Sorry, everybody. Gotta head out. It's almost, it's like 3:15 for me right now. Got work at 9. Can't be going too late. Night. Yeah, I'll drop you all off with Ran Racer though. You all will be in good hands. Was fun, Pepperoni. Yeah, hope you feel better though. RIP. Power supply blew up. Oof. Man, that's unlucky. Usually power supplies are the last things to go. You never really have to upgrade them. Convos. Yeah, dude, I love it. Love the discussion as per usual. Also like when it doesn't get heated. I love like just kind of discussing difference in opinions and stuff like that. I won't name names, but some people get a bit heated. Oh, there's just across. I dropped the CMOS battery into it. What the heck? Bad sausage news, bad. I won't name the names, but some people in the stream know who I'm referring to. Dude was literally saying that he couldn't wait. Like I was new. It was like January 1st, like January 1st or 2nd stream or something. I was like, hey everybody, Happy New Year. What are y'all looking forward today? What are you all looking forward to? And he was like, I'm looking forward to the inauguration. That's the type of dude I was talking to. Says they didn't know it. Damn. Even 3 years old, still in warranty. Wait, what brand? What brand? I think people that get that like excited about an administration swap is. I'm not gonna like generalize too much, but like it's not a great sign. It's like you're too invested. Yeah, like I'm still chill. That's good. That's good. Silverstone. Oh, Silverstone. Yeah, they don't have the best reputation. They do not have the best reputation. Yeah, and I think we're also like just talking about trade policy, and like there's a lot of other stuff that people have different opinions on for his stuff. So, and I think a lot of people are like agree with him on some things and don't agree with him on other things, and not. I think the worst people are like if they just blindly are agreeing with him on every issue that he poses and stuff like that. I think that's the issue. That's a lot of the issues occur. Because you can for sure be like loving part of what people do and part of what other people do. Just buy pre-builts. Oh, okay. Yeah, Silverstone doesn't have the best reputation. I think Seasonic is like the gold standard for me because they used to fully supply Corsair, but then Corsair went their own way. I have a Seasonic personally. EVG is also good. Yeah, exactly. It's like die hard, whatever side you're on is always bad because it's like extremes, right? Like why would you? I don't. Like, unless like you personally like actually believe in it, but I don't think people like that are on the extreme side actually fully believe what they just don't know what they're doing. Yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today's stream. Thanks everybody for watching. I'm gonna be dropping y'all off the van racer today. But yeah, great races. Thank you to Heat Titan, Dark Skin at Heart, as well as Fratello Soar earlier for the follow. Appreciate ya. Hope to see you guys around. Yeah, it's all good stuff. Thank you. A special thanks to everybody that played today. Zevo, Dante, Embaticum earlier, Pepperoni, Titan for the last couple races. Dark Skin at Heart for a couple races. Yeah, appreciate you. Always love it. More tomorrow. I promise I actually will stream tomorrow. This promise. Not sure if I'm gonna do Forza. It might be. I think I could do Forza again and then just push Genshin for the next 2 days after that, like Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, so that's probably the plan. I'll do more Forza tomorrow because I missed yesterday. But yeah, hope you guys have a. But yeah, take care. Stay safe, all that good stuff. See y'all in the next one. More Forza tomorrow. Bye. Have a good one. Thanks everybody. Calling for wild stuff. Yeah, I know. Wild. Just critical thinking, guys. Critical thinking. Think for yourself. I'll just follow whoever. All right. See you guys. Bye. I think that's good advice for general life, though. Okay. Bye. All right, see you, YouTube.